One of the things the Torah speaks about in Parshas Emor is the korban toda that is brought. A person gives thanks to Hashem for being saved, from being protected, and they bring a sacrifice of toda, of thanks, to appreciate how Hashem took care of them. And so this individual brings the korban, and this is within the category of what we call korban shlomim. It's the category of korbanos where normally a person is given 2 days and 1 night to eat the korban, to eat the sacrifice. But this individual who brings the korban toda is told, Bayom hahu yeyachel. They have to eat, they have to consume the sacrifice on that day. Lo sosiru mimenu aboker. They can't leave anything left over until the next morning, Ani Hashem, the pasuk says. So if the korban toda, if the sacrifice of thanks, of gratitude, is part of the category of korban shlamim, so why is it that when it comes to the rest of the korbanos shlamim, the rest of the shlamim sacrifices that a person would bring in the Mishkan or the Beis Hamikdash, they're given 2 days and 1 night to consume the sacrifice, whereas the korban toda, they have to eat it all in 1 day. And not only that, but the korban toda even has something extra. They have to bring 40 chalos with this korban toda, which they also have to consume on that day and that night. So how are we to explain this? So the Aznayim L'Torah explains very beautifully. The purpose of a korban toda is for an individual to express gratitude, hakaras hatov, to give thanks to HaKadosh Baruch Hu for the miracle that God performed for them, or for the protection that God afforded them, and therefore, as they give thanks to Hashem, Hashem's name is elevated. Now, why is the person required to eat the korban all in 1 day? So the answer is that when we have something that we want to praise Hashem for, gratitude that we want to give Hashem, Hashem doesn't want us to keep it private. Hashem wants other people to realize that He is in our lives, that He is there for us, protects us, and connects with us on so many different levels, that Hashem says, if you're going to bring a korban toda and you merit to bring a korban toda, a korban, a sacrifice of thanks, then you won't be able to eat it all at once, so that you will have to invite other people to eat it with you. And when they're invited to this meal, they're going to say, well, why did you bring a korban toda? And the person will then tell their story in which they were saved. And by virtue of telling their story, more and more people will strengthen their not only belief but connection with Hashem by hearing the story of how this individual who brought the korban had this incredible encounter in which they were saved, and owe gratitude to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So it's for that reason that other people need to be invited. That's the reason why a person's only given 1 day and 1 night. Because if they were given more time, the person can bring a korban toda and doesn't have to tell anyone about the story. But Hashem says, if He performs something for us in which He protects us, then we are not allowed to just keep that to ourselves. We have to tell everyone how wonderful Hashem is, so that more and more people are able to recognize the role that Hashem plays in their lives on a regular basis. For us, a korban toda is such, we don't have a korbanos today, we don't have sacrifices, but we bench Hagomel, we make the bracha of Hagomel, that we thank Hashem for saving us and for protecting us. But we should never be fearful of being able to tell other people how it was that something bad was going to happen and we were protected and it was averted. When we see the hand of Hashem in our lives, we should never be shy or bashful to tell other people, and by doing so, we glorify the name of Hashem in this world, and that within itself is considered to be a great mitzvah, and really the essence of our observance. Thank you for listening, and have a good Shabbos.